So hello guys, and today we are going to be playing some Tron. And usually here I would give you a deck tech, what choices I made, but I didn't build this deck because I have never played a Tron deck in Pauper. This is my first time, and the reason for it is not only I've played against this deck a couple times and it absolutely beat me, it destroyed me, it seems really strong. Now especially if you begin with 2 or more lands in your opening hand, it seems unstoppable. And I'm getting into Commander and there are some combos there, so I really wanna see how the combo deck plays in depth. Now, the Altar is of course a combo with the Mirror Retriever. What I found really unusual about this deck and the Altar Tron decks in general is that there is no Foundry Inspector anymore. They are just trying to loop the Mirror Retrievers, you know, you have one on the board and one in the graveyard. You just sacrifice one to the altar, return the other one, gain 2 mana, then replay it. With the Pactal Terror, it's infinite drain and infinite life. With Golem Foundry, it's infinite 3/3s, and that's basically the goal of the deck. The other spells are artifacts or dig spells. The Insight is amazing because you can flashback it, you can sacrifice all your artifacts to it, and the Rumble of course finds like everything in this deck. I mean, there are many permanents. The only thing you don't really find is the Rumble itself and the Insight, and you don't even mind having the Insight in the graveyard, right? Because it has the flashback, and usually the flashback is like, well, okay, I'm maybe gonna cast that late game. But with the Tron deck, it's actually really easy, because if you get the Tron online, the 5 mana is like nothing, right? You tap 2 lands and you have 5 mana, so that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. Sideboard is really interesting. The Duresses, they seem really important. I guess you are still a combo deck, so you do need some hand disruption. But I think I have no idea what to sideboard out, right? Because like this deck seems like a finished package, if you know what I mean. I think it will be really hard for me to actually sideboard cards out. But yeah, I feel like this card is really important. 1 Munitions, that could be really good against like fairies or elves. 2 Shamans, no toxins though, but yet again, against decks that go really wide, the Shaman could be really good even in the Tron deck. 4 Weather the Storms, that's very obvious, red decks are insane, and I think they're playing the Marauder for the same reason actually. And 2 Heritage Reclamation, very flexible card. It destroys basically an artifact or an enchantment, or it exiles 1 card from a graveyard. Very good against Dredge, Red Madness, and the Lotless Giant decks. So let me know which version of Tron do you play, which one do you enjoy. I will see you in the games. Okay, sweet, so first game of the day, we are going against Valeria04. We are going second, it looks like. And this hand sadly no lands, so we have to mulligan. They did as well, so it's fine. Okay, we have a power plant, we have an expedition map, some ways to fix and some ways to find some other land, so I think I'm okay with this. Let's keep and let's ditch. That's pretty hard actually. I think the Insight. So yeah, never played this deck before, but I'm really curious about how will this go. They start with the Ponder. That could be a lot of different decks of course, including like High Tide, right? And by the way guys, do some of you play Commander? Because I've been getting into it. I don't have a Pauper deck, but I really think the format is super interesting. I mean, the amount of cards and combinations you can put into your deck is actually really sweet, and the fact that it has a social aspect to it is pretty awesome as well. So let me know in the comments if you guys play Commander. So Power Plant, Swamp Forest. Okay, so I think we will go for the Power Plant, and we may go for the Expedition map. And say go. Still no idea what they are playing. It's probably not Jeskai Ephemerate, nor like Izzet Terror, because they are not playing Snowlands, right? Boomerang, it's pretty annoying, but okay, it's tempo. Another Power Plant is interesting. Let's play a Power Plant and let's go for a Candid Trail. Okay, I don't really want the 3rd Power Plant, please, so both of those are bottom. And say go. The reason why I was talking about Commander is because we could actually make some content on it if you guys want it. You know, I'm new to it, so it would be like a new discovery, new experience for me, right? To actually delve into Commander as well, but I'm not sure if a lot of people that enjoy 60 card formats play it as well. This is super annoying actually. They have 3 lands, we have 0. Yeah, nothing to do here. Let's go for a power plant and say go. I mean, we didn't have Tron anyway, so it's not like it's the end of the world, right? But they could just have snakes. Okay, land number 4. End step, okay. Rumble, shall we go for a rumble here? I think so. I think having the 1 mana from the token is pretty sweet. They will maybe like counterspell, unless they won't, okay. So we have already 2 Rakdos, Chromatic Star, Candy Trail. I think I want to take the Candy Trail here. Hopefully no more boomerangs. So if we did indeed wanted to create some commander content, it would probably be on a different channel or platform. Maybe even something like Patreon, because of course, Lorian, okay, that's fair. Because of course it's usually good to keep channels to one topic, and since we are doing Pauper, I don't really want to mix in some other formats, if you know what I mean. But definitely let me know which commanders do you play, and if you guys even honestly play commander, because I have no idea if my viewer base, which is you guys of course, play commander, so no clue about that. I mean, Candy Trail, Power Plant. I think we could Expedition map first and then play a Candy Trail, because we shuffle right after the scry, right? So let's maybe just crack the map and let's find the tower. We can play it and then let's go for another Candy Trail. We need the mine, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we just found the tower. Oh, that's fine. Plant, tower, so we need the mine. None of these are the mine, so I will pass on that and say go. I do expect some snakes here. They are very cheap, of course. Yep, snake. Okay, ponder first. So ponder first and then snake, okay. Yep. Oh, it's this deck. It's Hoodwink, it's the land bounce, okay. I mean, that's extremely annoying, but we allow it, we allow it. Especially against Tron, right? Like, kind of a disaster. So, we don't really want to draw any more cards, but I don't think we have an option. So I think we'll play the Prophetic Prism here. I know we will have to discard to hand size, but that's probably fine. Alter, okay, we definitely want to keep that one. Let's just say go. Brainstorm, fair. And let's discard one swamp. I don't think that will be super necessary. Snake or bouncing more lands. Oh, bouncing more lands, of course. Okay, well, we have 0 lands now. Wellspring, sure. So let's play a tower. I mean, what's cool about this is that we don't have many decisions here, right? We have 9 cards, so let's get rid of, I think, 1 Pactal Terror and 1 Power Plant is fair. Okay, sweet. Maybe it's counterspell time for them. We will see. Hey, that's the 3rd one. That's sweet. So let's try to play a map first. It goes through. I think they are on Yield All, which is nice. We will say go. And if they try to bounce a land, we will crack this for a mana. And just crack the map. Yep. So we have power plant, we have tower. What's left is the mine, I feel like. Okay. I mean, they've just bounced our lands a lot, but they didn't do anything proactive. Let's go like this. I think we can just play the Wellspring, it's fine. I honestly don't mind discarding here. Chromatic Star, sure. Oh, let's discard the Conduit Pylons. Or Mystic maybe, or something. Yep, okay. So we finally... I mean, we have most of these. Most of the parts of the combo, right? We'll play the power plant now and we can start going off here, which I like. So let's actually create a black mana here and add them to Pagdol. I don't think they have a counterspell, might be wrong of course, but I don't believe that's the case. Oh, they do, okay, sure, that's fine. This means we could probably try to push in the altar, right? Sweet. They do attack for 2. Rumble, okay. So let's play the star first. And actually crack the star for green. Inside is sweet as well. I wanna go for the rumble. Okay. Mine, tower, they both... No, the tower is for 3, so let's pick up the tower. I think I also wanna play the tower. And then maybe play the Mirror Retriever. No, actually. Yeah, actually let's play the Mirror Retriever. Follow that by a Prism. Candy Trail, that's good. This is 3 mana. So we could play a Candy Trail and then crack the Candy Trail. I don't think we have a... Yeah, we don't have a Mirror Retriever in the graveyard. If we did, this would be awesome. So let's try to set that up. Let's try actually find a Mirror Retriever. Here he is, beautiful. So Rumble on the bottom, this guy on the top. And then let's crack one of those candy trails. Could we go in here actually? Let me think. So we sacrifice this for 2, this is 4. We can play the Pact Altar if we want to. Do they have a counter spell is the only question. I will bet they don't. If they do, I mean yeah, we do have a problem. Let's take the Pact though. We will try to play it. Set black and play it. It worked, beautiful. So they don't have a counter. Good timing here. And say go. Will they bounce it? Telekinesis. That's honestly fine. We don't need this to be untapped, right? I've never seen those cards, but it's kind of cool. Bouncing all the lands, it's kind of fun. Okay, they hit us for 3. I think we can probably win. It really depends though. Okay, Blood Fountain as well. Let's try to keep it simple. Just try to play a Mirror Retriever. Always yield. Then return a Mirror Retriever. And we have the loop here, so play the Retriever. Sacrifice the Retriever. Return the Retriever. And they have realized we are infinite, so we win the match. They don't want to play game 2. Cool, that was something like mono blue land bounds. I've honestly never seen this deck before, but GG, was relatively easy actually. Alright guys, second game of the day. I actually won the first game and forgot to record, so I kinda robbed you of some footage. But hopefully you can bear with me at least. This is mono red burn. And we've sideboarded in some life gain, of course, which we have right now. I think we will keep this because of that. Although we do have only 1 land, I think it's playable. Let's keep. I will try to remember to hit the record button next time when I start the game. But hopefully you guys can forgive me this time. So Epic here and Blood Token, this is the same start as the first game. Expedition map is really sweet. So let's go Tower, Expedition map. Oh, Clockwork Percussionist, that's kinda cool. I thought they were playing the Madness version from the first game. It looked like it a little bit. Mirror Retriever, okay. Let's go for Conduit Pylons, Surveil 1. Prophetic Prism, it's fixing. I think I want to keep that actually. But then it doesn't really matter because we are still not going to see it, right? So what we can do instead is probably just play the Retriever. There is still no Tron next turn, so we can play the Retriever. It will be a good blocker, it will return the Prism. And it also appears that they kept the 1-lander, which is definitely not ideal for them, since they didn't draw a second land. Yep, they Lava Dart the Retriever, that's fine. Okay, inside, so we do need a land drop now, so we will crack the map main phase and find the... We have the tower already, so let's go for a mine, for example. Play the mine, follow that by a candy trail. Retriever. So this is like the full combo. The issue is I don't think the combo is good enough right now. We need some lands instead, I feel like. So let's go bottom and bottom. Oh, second land here, okay. We take 2 from this and maybe a land. Oh, Expedition map is sweet, I like that. Which means we can go like this. And then like this. What's the one that's missing? We have Tower Mine, so Power Plant is left. Play the Power Plant. And then we can play... Do you think we are dead next turn? I hope not. I hope not. Let's go for a Prophetic Prism. Star, okay. So this is how much mana? This is the classic 7, 8... Yeah, this is good. We can gain 8 life with the Marauder. Okay, that's a lot of damage. You hit us for 2. Okay. Oh, that's even better. So what we will do here is we will add first, let's tap 6, make it green, Marauder, and we win the match. Yeah, so I know you guys didn't see the first game, but it was similar to this one, except we didn't have the life gain. So that's 2-0 against Mono Red Burn. Sweet, so another game against PVT Rato. This hand is great, it has Tron in the opening hand, so let's keep this one. Okay, looks like maybe another mono red deck. Is that what we are going to face today? I think maybe. It's very popular, right? Okay, so let's start with the tower and the chromatic star. Never mind, looks like Rakdos. It could be Madness. Yep, it's Madness. Okay. Okay, Golem Foundry. So we are gonna play the power plant and there's not much to do. So we will just pass the turn. Okay, Highway Robbery is plotted. I didn't know that Rakdos Madness plays Highway Robbery, to be honest, but I guess why not? It works in the mono red deck, so it should work in the Rakdos deck as well, right? Expedition map is a little bit overkill here, but I guess it's fine. Let's go for the mine, and we can go Golem Foundry first into Merkinsmith. Let's just use the mana as well as we can. Always yield and always yes. So let's find... We could find another Kinsmith if we really need to, right? I think that's actually kind of cool. I actually like finding a Kinsmith with a Kinsmith to just put more bodies on the board. So let's do that. They grab the prize away, Arms of the Vane. Okay, that's gonna hurt. That's 5 damage by itself. And then we have to remember they do have the Highway Robbery plotted. Alright, it's also time for a small light change here. My head was a little bit way too dark. But okay, so I think we are going to go for the mana neutral play of Expedition map into finding an Urza's Tower. We could also gain +2 mana from this. So let's go for the Chromatic Star first, I guess. And I think we will incite this star, the one we just played. So we are going to make a black mana from this. Okay, pylons, that's cool. Let's add 2 more and Eviscerace's Insight away this Chromatic Star. Okay, we find the Mirror Retriever, which is extremely nice. So I think we are going to go for another Merkinsmith. Search for the Retriever number 2. Then what can we do is actually go for Urza's Mine and play either the Wellspring or the map or the Retriever. I think I'm for the Wellspring here. If we find a Pagdal Terror, this will be really amazing. Okay, power plant for next turn, that's fine. Let's attack for 3. We are actually going infinite, I just realized next turn, right? Infinite 3/3s. Maybe we could have done that this turn if I... not sure about that though. Maybe actually, I think we might have. I think I might have made a mistake. I think we could go for infinite 3/3s. Maybe even this turn, to be honest. I'm not sure though, I would need to look back. Okay, they do cast the plotted Highway Robbery here. Sneaky Snacker, fair enough. Grab the prize, I think now the damage comes, right? Sure. Festivities, that's actually crazy, okay. Okay, here's Voldaron Epic here. Combat step, end step, we will make a Golem. Okay, tower, so we will play the tower, it's the most mana here. Then let's go for an Ashnod's Altar. And continue with a Mirror Retriever. And another Mirror Retriever, which makes sure we are actually going to put infinite golems on the board. I'm a little bit afraid of dying with 9 life though. So first, let's actually sacrifice the Mirror Retriever to the altar. Put back the... or rather, take back the Chromatic Star. Alright. Then we can sacrifice the Retriever again. Return the other Retriever. We can play the star, we have enough mana for that. Add green, if we find like Malevolent Rumble. A Puggle is incredible, but I needed to add black though. That's fine. Do we have enough for this? Because infinite 3/3s, I need to make sure we don't die. We already played the land though, so there is no black source. Yeah, in the pylons as well. So we just need to go infinite with the 3/3s and hope. So I will make a cut and let you guys know when there is a lot of counters on the Golem Foundry. Okay, so we do have 28 charge counters now. I returned the Chromatic Star. I want to play the Pagdal Terror so that we actually don't die. I figured out that if we play the Pagdal first and then we put the golems in response to some burn spells, we might be able to actually live. You might actually be able to live even now because they have only Black Source. So I will put all the golems on the board and drain them for a ton. And then let's see what they do on their turn. Okay, so this is how the board looks now. I found the forest. I think we are safe to attack for 3 with this guy. And we will say go. You know, we should have won, probably. I mean, not won, actually. We should have just had more golems. Which means, actually, yeah, we should have won because the drain should be infinite. But, you know, time issues. We are already at 18 minutes and there is a second game ahead of us, so I was just hoping they are able to win since they are not conceding, so... Okay, Fateless Looting, Snacker comes back, fair. Okay, so they still are playing, they burn us for a lot with Arms of the Wayne and Fiery Temper, and they return a Sneaky Snacker. They have cast the Fateless Looting, so they are discarding those two. Okay, so after a very long time, we actually win the first game, so let's see what we can do in the sideboard. And it's very similar to Mono Red, I guess. We'll just get rid of the Altar, one Foundry, also some of the Wellsprings, maybe even the Blood Fountain, and Mirkinsmith, and we will add Weather the Storms, and two of the Fongren Marauders. They are really good. We could also do Heritage Reclamation, but I think that's too much. Yeah, having the green mana held up at that point, I don't think is very much possible. So we will just do this, pack all the life gain and see if that's enough to actually beat them. So I don't hate this hand because of the fixing, but we don't have any Tron lands. We could play more of a fair game if that's what we want. Here is the Weather the Storm. I think we might try this. I think it's very risky, but we might try it even though there are no Tron lands. Although, now that I think about it, I actually want a mulligan. We do need some of the life gain and the Tron lands. Only one Tron land, but the Candy Trail and Expedition map should really help us. So we'll do this, bottom the Wellspring and say go. Mountain Epicure, sure, that was expected. And Chromatic Star. So I think we want to start with the Candy Trail because we want to find a land for next turn. That's the most important part here. It doesn't really matter which land it is, to be honest, but we go bottom bottom. But it really needs to be a land, like that's really important. Razor type Gorge, okay. Epicure did not find a land, so this looks grim. We'll play the Chromatic Star and at least can try to find land next turn. If we don't actually find a land this turn, I mean draw it naturally next turn, right? That's what I meant. If we miss a land even from the star, I think we might actually concede and go to game 3. Okay, Kitchen Imp. Yeah, this looks really bad actually. And discard the Snacker, that's fair. Okay, Rumble, that's pretty bad. Let's crack the star for green. Alter, I think we just concede, go to game 3, let's not waste any time. We definitely won't win on one land, so let's do this and just submit the deck. No Tron lands, I don't like this hand, let's mulligan. This is a little bit better, 2 lands, 2 weathers. Prophetic 4 fixing, I like this. Bottom, probably 1 weather actually, I think. Call me crazy, but I think only 1 weather with Backdoll is fine. We'll do Urza's Tower, say go. Looks like Epicure, oh no, it's Spellbomb, okay, that's fine. So they have some hate against us as well, cool. Golem Foundry, sweet. Let's go for a Prophetic Prism. Altar, that's a combo piece. We might just try to win with the Backdoll Terror if possible. Seems pretty good. They cast into the fire away the Prophetic Prism, which is actually a good play, because we can't play the Rumble now. Marauder Prism, like, I don't know. Prism is fine. I think I would take a Prism over a random card. So let's do that actually. Like Carnarium. Okay, so let's play the Prism. Let's see if we can find a land or not. Oh, never mind. Okay. They hardcast the Kitchen Imp. I guess it's hard to have Madness when you have so many hate cards in your opening hand, so that's fair. Urza's Mine is great. I actually like that a lot. So I think what we want to do is actually Rumble first anyway, right? Okay, only a mine, that's fine. Let's take that. Let's take what we can. Then let's go like this and say go. We might just crack the spawn and use the Urza's Mine to pop the Candy Trail if we really need to, right? As well. Okay, they discard Fiery Temper, hit us for a lot, which is fine. Combat, so no blocks, can't really block anyway. End step, so we will do exactly what we said. We will crack the Candy Trail. Okay, inside, Power Plant. Okay, Power Plant is great, we can finally play that, so let's go Power Plant. We could run the Backdoll Terror if we really wanted to be honest. And I think we will. Let's run the Backdoll. So that's one spell. How many more spells we can fit? This is 4 mana, so we could go Prism into Weather the Storm, or we could wait for a bigger turn, right? So let's go Prism first. I don't think that's a problem. Alright. And then we can Weather, I feel like. Or do we think they could play some more spells than us? I think we actually think that, so let's just wait here, and I think we can get a bigger Weather on their turn. That's the only reason why I'm not gonna do it. Okay, they burn us with Arms of the Wane, they just played. Hit us for 2, that's fair. And I don't think we will Weather here, it's too small of a Weather, so... Okay, so first what we will do, actually we will sacrifice one of the Prisms. I think we will first filter one green, or actually one black. And then we will inside the Prism. Okay, this is great, so we can go for an Expedition map here. Then a Tower. I should have maybe played the Golem Foundry first. Yeah, definitely. Making mistakes, that's fine. We will, yeah. This order wasn't the best, not gonna lie, it's fine. Sure, and then we Weather the Storm for a lot here. We're at 30 life, I feel pretty safe even against Madness. They will attack with the Kitchen Imp, we won't block, we are at 30 life, so we are completely okay here. Ooh, they exile the Pack though, that's a problem. Okay, Retriever. So, only thing we can do here is stall. We're gonna pick up the Pylon so that we can actually surveil into something meaningful. We are going to do that next turn, but this turn we are not going to do anything, just pass the turn. Okay, so we go for Prism first, they attacked, we are still at 21. They threw a Lightning Bolt at our face, which is interesting. We'll go for a Prophetic Prism though. Let's see what we draw. Insight is kind of amazing, I will be honest. What shall we sacrifice? I honestly think one of the Prisms is probably a pretty good thing to sacrifice. So let's go like this. Make a black first, then sacrifice the Prism. Okay, Marauder, incredible. Love that, of course. So, we will make a green, play the Marauder, follow that by a May Retriever, follow that by, I guess, the Conduit Pylon, so that we can ensure some good draws for next turn. Expedition map, I don't think that's good enough. It's artifact, but I think that goes into the graveyard. And that's about it. We can make a Golem at instant speed. And we win the match. It's really hard for them to actually beat the Marauder, so that was 2-1 against Rakdos Madness. And I think we will skip a conclusion this time, because there's nothing to conclude. We know this deck is fun, it's amazing. If you like combo decks, definitely play it. And even though I was, you know, playing this deck for the first time, I really see the power, and I actually think it's super fun. And definitely one of the decks I would like to play more. Thank you very much for watching, I will see you in the next video, and bye!